Good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. We appreciate you spending a couple minutes with us this evening on this fantastic Friday.
Yeah.
If we haven't met before, I'm Becky Graff.
And I'm Tim Graff.
And you guys, stop pretending to be something that you already are.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the title of our live tonight. It's kind of a very interesting thing that we say a lot. Have you ever heard the phrase or used the phrase or enacted the phrase,
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it? Okay, a lot of times it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to fake it till I make it.
Yep.
Okay? And
Or we've been told to fake it till we make it,
just fake it
right?
till you make it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay, so we're going to talk about the danger in using that phrase, and then also, how to use it and how to appropriately use it and model it in your life and in your business to get results.
Yeah.
Okay, so fake it till you make it. What exactly does that mean? What have you heard? Or if you have heard or used that expression, drop me a one in the comments, okay? Because I can admit that we have.
Yeah.
We've said so many times, like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just going to fake it, right? One day we're going to be there and it's going to be golden. So we'll just roll with it, okay? So drop me a one in the comments if you have, either said the phrase or, heard others say it to you or have had others maybe recommend that you do that, okay? So drop me one. And then what does that look like? So what things have you been told to fake until you make it? Okay, I know quite a few people who in the beginning of their businesses, the first thing that they went out is they leased a really fancy car. They went out and they, got into a ton of debt to buy high-end, high-brand clothing, high-end clothes.
Yep.
I said that, car, things like that, to externally show what success looks like, right? Because a lot of times we look at success externally like, oh my gosh, they've got Gucci on or they've got Louis Vuitton, okay, and they've got this mansion house and they're driving a Mercedes and they've got 5 Rovers, right? It's external things, and they're jet setting everywhere. They're out to these fancy dinners. Like, they've got the life. I want to be like that, okay? And so you want to emulate that, and you have a conversation with them. And, how do you know? They very well may have the results, okay? Those people may have the results. But if you're starting out and you're pretending to be there, what might that do for your business?
It's also known as lying.
A little bit untruthful that I'm, making $1 million a year and I've been doing this for 2 weeks. It's also not reasonable.
What happens when just like in a lie, what happens when people find out? People figure that out, right?
Well, think about how
that kills your credibility more than anything.
Well, credibility, but also, let's think about this. Like, what long-term detriment can it do to your business?
Exactly.
Okay, if you are trying to talk people into believing that you're successful when you're not necessarily yet,
yep,
and they find out about it, you kill your credibility, but your integrity takes a huge hit.
Exactly.
And once your reputation, your brand has been tarnished, it's very difficult to wipe that ink spot away, right? And we're online. We're building our businesses online, are we not? So there is no erase, delete, nobody can find button anymore. So let's just be honest. And if you're doing it on Facebook, it's the same thing, okay? If you're not being truthful about where you're at, then it is going to come across in a very bad light, okay? And that's not something that you want to have, especially when you're building a business. You don't want people to look at you like, oh, that's that faker. They said that they had like $1.5 million in the bank and they are making 5K. Okay. You don't want that. That's not something that you are going to want to have in your business. Because you're going to be undermining anything at that point that you've built. So if you are building a business and you have this following and all these great things and you have people coming on and they find out that that's not the truth, it's going to cut your legs right out from underneath you. And you're going to have a really hard time gaining that back moving forward. So here's the thing too. It was a very interesting study that that scenario, like we just talked about, buying the fancy clothes, the car, attempting to persuade or prove to people that you are successful. There was a study that was done, and I wrote this down, the Journal of Consumer Research, okay, that found that people who were more apt to try and prove their worth to people, they actually found that was actually backfiring for them.
Yeah.
In a big way.
Yeah.
So not only did they have, you know, the risk of credibility and all that, but they also were more likely within themselves, okay? Because you got to think about this. When you're building a business, the most important real estate, we've said this before, is between your ears. How you think and feel about yourself is the
Absolutely.
most important piece in building your business, okay? It is the foundational core of it. And this
and if you're going around with, you know, the fake Rolex on and
or a real Rolex that you
or
can't
a real
afford,
Rolex that you can't afford, right? Exactly. You know, and you're driving around in a car that is just way above where you're at, and all these things. I mean, it might feel kind of cool to be in them, right? But deep inside, we're thinking to ourselves, I'm such a fraud, right? And, you know, and that internal mind game just really messes with you, and it actually kills your self-esteem.
Well, and your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-perception.
Exactly.
You really, and the study that they did, that they published, said that people who try to prove their worth to people, they end up feeling like bigger failures.
Exactly.
So, I mean, here's a scenario, and I'll finish reading this. And it said that they also impaired their self-control. They had more temptation, and they had put so much effort into trying to prove to other people what their worth was, what their success was, that they were actually, their brain power was all focused on just that they didn't have the ability to make effective choices moving forward.
Right.
So this is scientific studies that were done. Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat tonight. Okay, so here's a scenario for you. We all want people to see us as successful, correct? I mean, if you want people to view you as a success, drop me a 2 in the comments, or a me, hand raise, emoji, okay? Because we do. We want people to view us as, you know, at least they're equal, or something that they want to follow, especially with network marketing. You know, monkey see, monkey do. They see the maybe in some cases lavish lifestyle and the jet setting, work from home, work from anywhere kind of stuff. That's what a lot of the industry is portraying as. You need to show that to get people to join you.
Right.
But here's the thing. If you are just trying to put on a show for people, they're going to find out.
Yep.
And it's going to cut your legs right out from beneath you, because they're not going to want to be associated with somebody who's not got integrity. It's a big deal. And secondly, you're killing your self-worth and your self-esteem, so you're not going to be able to actually go out and make connections, because we can feel fakeness, right? Would you agree with that? If you agree with that, drop me a 3. When somebody's not being genuine with you and you feel like it's just a facade and things just aren't quite matching up, like you got a Rover, but you're living in your car. Like, I mean, certain different things just don't match up, right? It comes across and people can feel that. Just like when you're talking to them and you don't have full belief in your purpose, they feel that. They feel the lack of connection and things like that. And so you're really, there's not really a win situation there. You're spending tons of money to pretend to be something that you're not, or to pretend to have results that you don't have. And where might that money be better spent? Instead of getting an extra lease on a luxury car, instead of going out and buying the $300 pair of jeans, or whatever it may be that you would like to have, of course, maybe, if that's what you're into, how much more effective would it be if you used those dollars and channeled it into getting mentorship, working on yourself, putting the money into advertising? All those things are actually going to grow the space between your ears and actually get you moving in your business.
Actually grow your business, right? Okay?
So that is the danger of fake it till you make it. That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, fake it till you make it, is actually emulating and acting as if you were the person that you wanted to be. Now, that doesn't mean going out and buying the fancy cars and stuff. That means, am I doing my personal development every day? What kind of books am I reading? What kind of seminars am I going to? What kind of information am I using? How am I speaking? How am I showing up? What types of things? How am I treating people? Like, am I listening deeply? Those kind of traits of successful people, your mentors and things that you want to be like, okay? Acting as they would, acting as if you were them, is not fraudulent, because you're actually doing the behaviors to become that, right?
Yeah, and at that point, the fake it part of it is really...
It's not fake.
You're not fake, right?
It's real.
You're not faking it. And so really that part of fake it till you make it, you just throw that right out, right? Because you're not faking it.
Nope, you're acting as if you were that person.
Exactly.
And
there's no
hey,
fake
Tom,
about it.
thanks for hopping on. Appreciate you. And the other piece of it too is, fake it till you make it. Make it to what?
Yeah. What are you making it to?
Is success a destination? And that's actually a really good question. If you feel like success is a destination, drop me a 5 in the comments, okay? Tom, catching at Lake we're actually still live. Thank you for hopping on. You're at Lake Tawakoni.
Tawakoni?
I probably slaughtered the last name, but awesome. Probably enjoying some beautiful weather. It's rainy and cold here.
Yes.
Anyway, but fake it to... do you feel like success is a destination? Drop me a 5 in the comments if you do. A lot of times we feel that way, and I know that when we started, we definitely felt like when we do this, we will be successful. When we hit this, we will be successful.
Right.
But here's the thing, you guys.
Everybody that we have, ourselves included, and everybody that we've met, mentors, everybody who is, an entrepreneur, made it. They haven't made it.
Nope.
And they never will. Okay, we're always progressing. We're always working on ourselves. We're always moving forward, improving ourselves, improving our business. Everything that we do, we're improving consistently, constantly. So it's not like it's a destination. We're constantly growing. We're constantly changing. And so really that whole part of
thanks,
till
Tom.
you make it.
It's nice to be home.
Is you can just toss that out too. So really the whole point of fake it till you make it really doesn't
apply.
Like what?
Yep. Well, because you guys, it's a journey, not a destination. I like to think of it, we like to backpack. We like to do a lot of outdoorsy things. And I can't think of a single time that we've been out and we've been hiking and got to our destination.
We get to the top of the mountain and go, well,
I want to go over there.
We're done.
No, but honestly, we think about it, like we've gone through territory, like this is beautiful, and as we're going through our journey, we see other things that we might want to incorporate.
Exactly.
Next trip, let's go here, or let's check this out, or let's add another night on, okay? There is no shortage and no end to things that we want to explore. And as an entrepreneur, in your journey, as you're building your business, you're going to be coming into... maybe different awakenings within yourself about different directions you may want to go.
Exactly.
Okay? Your journey is never at an end. It's not a destination. It's what do you want to do next?
Yep.
Well,
we found that within ourselves when we started. We had this idea of, that end destination, so to speak. And,
when I make X amount a month, we'll be successful.
Yep. And the funny thing is as we've gone through this journey, we find that we actually detoured that quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
We found our desire and our passion has actually changed.
And it's also not just changed, but it's been expanded.
Yes.
There is more opportunity, more things that we want to do. There's a deeper meaning behind what we're doing, and our progression has, it's not an end destination now.
Exactly.
We didn't know any different when we started. We thought that it was. But as we've gone on our journey and learned what we've learned, it isn't a destination. Success is what you make it. If you do one activity, that you've been wanting to do, that is a success. Does that mean that you're done? No. It means that you had success and you want to duplicate that and move forward.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys, fake it till you make it is not fake it till you make it.
No.
Okay? Stop trying to fake who you are. You are you, you're on your journey, and you have already made it to the point that you are at currently.
Yep.
And you need to own that and accept yourself for where you're at on the path of your journey.
Yep.
Not be like, I haven't hit it here yet, so I'm a failure. Okay? You are where you're meant to be based on your skill set, your attitudes, and your behaviors. And if you emulate those people and those mentors that you want to be like and continue to see those successful behavior patterns that they're doing and emulate those, you're not faking it.
And it's not an end. There's no end destination. Okay, it is a constant progression.
Yep, and you're not faking it. Okay, you're not faking it till you make it. You're actually doing it.
Yep.
Okay, so we appreciate you being on. Tom says we like real. Yes, you do. The real dealy. You and Janine, perfectly said. Love it, Tom. Okay, we appreciate you hopping on with us this evening. If you've got value, go ahead and share.
Yeah.
Comment in where you're coming in from. We will catch you guys on Monday. We hope that you have a fantastic weekend. Do something fun, make some memories.
Absolutely.
And we will catch you on Monday.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.